to chill. Hi, everyone.
Howdy.
Howdy.
It's 8 o'clock on the dot on this fine Tuesday, the 28th, Tuesday the 28th of
29th.
of not Kendra's age. Kendra is 29, not 28.
Tomorrow will be my age.
Tomorrow will be my age.
Yeah. I'm looking through some fun introduction questions that are here. Do you have a fun question we want to start with? Because a lot of the questions I had in mind for experiences today, which is our focus. In the thing.
What are the small things in life that make you happy?
Ooh. Are the small things in life that make you happy? That's a great one.
What can I say?
I like that. That's nice, Jess. Jess knows best.
Jess knows best.
As we like to say. And hello, Claudia. Welcome back.
Welcome back.
We're here again. And we'll do quick, faster introductions, maybe.
Okay. This is Kendra. This is Kendra. She's from the USA, from a place called Seattle, which is northwest of America, very close to the Canadian border where they eat fish. She is American. She is pointing at her shoulder area.
This is the United States. This is the United States. It's up here.
She has got a very good ability. She's got a very good ability. I don't know. She's very talented at drawing. She's a little artist. And what a nice question. Well, thank you. I think it's a nice question. And I think, should I try and find out what makes you happy? The little things that make you happy.
Ooh. Find out or guess?
Guess. Like a little thing in life that makes you happy.
Ooh, I don't even know, actually. I need to think about this. Oh, I have some. I'm thinking of some things that happened recently. Do you have a guess, Jess?
I think Kendra likes when things are in folders and alphabetical and color coordinated and just. She has a Google Drive document, which is unlike anything I think I've ever seen before in my life. And I might actually pay you, Kendra, to sort my life.
Okay. I do like organizing. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a small thing that Kendra likes. She also likes a small thing in life that she would like is to be offered some like vegetable crisps.
Oh yeah, tonight. Yeah, I want some vegetable crisps. But in 1 hour, 50 minutes, I'll have some vegetable crisps and some banana bread that I made today for Valeria.
So, Kendra, what are the small things in life that make you happy?
You know, some recent things that happened was discovering a student who had a cat named Kendra. That made me really happy. And also, I love finding like the little geckos in my room. That also makes me really happy. And for everyone wondering, a gecko, little type of lizard. Gecko.
They come into your room?
Well, they find their way through the window in the summer. So like the other day I opened my window and one was in the side of the window. He was the first one this year. But last summer we found there was one night there was one in the bathroom, 2 nights that one appeared in Valeria's room, and then there was one night one came in my room. But they're tiny and they eat the bugs. So I like them. I like lizards. So
me too. Very cool.
Those were the recent things.
Birthday, but my mom didn't get me one.
A lizard?
Yeah, I wanted a pet lizard, but my mom was kind of like, no.
I had pet lizards when I was younger. Yeah. Well, I caught them, and my mom let me keep them. I don't know why. Now I think back and like, why did my mom let me keep lizards? But she was okay with lizards, but she's not okay with like hamsters. Anything that's more like rat related, she doesn't like. Or birds. She doesn't like birds, but lizards are okay. Let's read what Claudia had to say. This is nice.
I learned to appreciate every moment in my life. How to read, listen to music, and so on. That's lovely. Really nice.
Yeah. Okay, Jess, I don't know what I would guess for you, but Jess here is from London, and she is a dancer, and she's lived in Bologna for 1 year and 8 months, and she's been working at my English school almost for 1 year. It's like this month or next month is her year anniversary. She's 23, and she's very artistic, I would say. Dancing, acting, drawing. Things that make Jess happy. Not having birds in her house. I would say smoking and wine might be small things. Smoking and wine. Smoking cigarettes and drinking wine. Those are the things that make Jess happy. But I would say also good music, dancing for sure. Yeah.
Yeah, it's true. Also, actually, the smaller things in life, even smaller, is just, I think it comes down to my British nature. If someone offers me a cup of tea, do you know what? Like, if I'm crying, if it's been a bad day, if something bad's happened, if I'm just emotional, and someone just goes, Jess, do you want a cup of tea? It's like all of my problems are just released. It's like everything's okay. I'm like, yeah. I do want a cup of tea. I do. Yeah, I don't know.
That's a good example.
I'm very British. Also, when it rains at night, if it's raining at night, only light rain, but you can see it under the street lamp.
Yeah.
I love that. I find it so relaxing and beautiful, and it makes me very happy.
I have a thing for smells. Like, I love the smell of spring. So like opening my window and smelling like the fresh air, or in the morning, the smell of the air after it's rained.
Yes, that's so nice.
That's also a nice one. Or freshly cut grass. I do like the smell of freshly cut grass. She itches. Some people don't.
No, I do.
It's a nice smell.
Also like the smell of petrol, but
petrol. Yeah, sometimes.
The sounds of the waves crashing against the seashore.
It's being just in the sea, floating in the sea.
Floating in the sea is heaven.
There's a spider on my ceiling. Another one. Last night we had a spider in my room, and now I see another one on my ceiling. Keep my eye on that one. There's a lot of spiders in my room. Anyway, as Claudia said, I learned to manage my time. Okay, yeah, that's a definite. I would say that's a big thing in life, managing your time.
Yeah.
It's a really important thing to learn how to do, I would say. But everyone else, let us know. What are the small things in life that make you happy? We'll read them out in the comment. Even if it takes you a long time to type, don't worry. We can always read it later. We have another person joining us.
Emma from Verona.
Hello. And Michele from Verona. We have 2 people from Verona. And a trip in... What?
Asking if they know each other.
Oh, maybe they do.
Ooh.
And we have Sandra. Michele said, a trip in the mountains makes me very happy. We need to say in the mountains.
Hi, Sandra. Let me guess. You were late because your train was delayed.
So many trains. But don't worry, Sandra, we just like got started. But let us know, what are the small things in life that make you happy? Looks like Antonio said to make people laugh. Making people laugh makes me happy.
That's the same for me. I think I relate to that a lot. I like to make people laugh.
Mm-hmm.
I like to be the class clown, even as the teacher, which is an interesting mix.
I do it too. I like to make people laugh. I think I get it from my dad.
I also like small things in quarantine life are making me happy too, because I notice my quarantine, like I have good days and bad days, but like my good days is like I wake up feeling like rested, because I feel like when you spend so much time at home and you sleep, like it's actually sometimes harder to feel rested in a way, you know, because it's like this weird sort of state. Anyway, if I wake up and I really feel rested and I open the windows and the sun comes in and my apartment's like very clean, maybe I cleaned it the day before, so everything's like perfect and fresh. And I open the windows and then I put the coffee on, the smell of coffee, and I'm like, oh, life is not so bad, huh? Like life is quite bad right now, but not so bad.
I really like you. Yeah, exactly. Everything you just explained. I really like that. Waking up, you open up the window. I like to make my bed, and I'll sometimes, if it's really sunny and I catch the sun at the right time, I like to sit in the sun by my window and read with the air coming in. Oh, so nice.
I'm actually really disappointed in myself. I haven't read as much as I would have liked to during this quarantine. You know what I'm going to do tonight? I'm going to read a book. I'm going to read.
I've been like a reading machine. I've been reading so much. I think since quarantine started, I've read 11? No.
Kendra stayed up until 5 a.m.
I did. One night during quarantine, I've stayed up till 5 a.m. reading. Yeah, last week, 2 a.m. one night. Terrible. But Elena says, read and listen music. So we're going to change this a little bit, Elena. We're going to say reading and listening to music. But yeah, reading and listening to music is a good one. And this is so nice. You read it, Jess.
Walking on the beach in winter. I so agree with you. There's something about the beach at winter that is just perfect, especially if it's one of those rare sunny days in winter. It's very cold, but the sky is clear and fresh.
Yeah.
Also, I really like fogs.
You like fog?
Yeah. Like it depends on the situation. Like it has to be a certain type. Like maybe if I'm somewhere in the mountains staying in like a little place and then there's fog, it's really moody. There's something about it that I really like.
It's really moody, just like moody.
Poet. I don't know.
You're a poet and you just don't know it.
And
Antonio says doing Maya's webinars all day makes him happy. I've noticed, Antonio, you like to join our webinars a lot. That's good. It's good English practice. And what about this one?
Hi, during this period, having a long breakfast makes me happy. What do you have in your long breakfast?
Yeah.
Because I too would really, I don't eat breakfast. I really don't.
No?
But there is a
during quarantine
craving an English breakfast. I want baked beans and bacon and eggs and hash browns. A lot of them.
I've been having breakfast in bed during quarantine, and my go-to right now is bowl of cereal and tea. So I'll eat the cereal and then I'll drink my tea and I'll read in bed to help me like wake up. It's really nice. Oh, really, Sandro? I hate the rain, so I don't agree. But this is okay when it's raining and there is a little fog. Okay.
Do you know what made me very happy today? When this morning I woke up, I'll be honest with you, everyone. I woke up this morning and I didn't feel good. I was not happy. I was like, this is a bad day. I felt a weird energy in me. And outside it was kind of, the weather didn't know if it was going to be sunny or if it was going to be grey. And then suddenly at like 2 p.m, the heavens opened. We say this in English, the heavens opened, and it started raining cats and dogs. Literally, the sky was pouring. And suddenly I just felt like my weird mood lifted. And it was like, I don't know, there was loads of energy and stuff stuck in the weather. And then it flushed it all away. And I really felt connected to it. And if I hadn't have been teaching, I was very tempted to run out into the rain. Like, I don't give up anymore.
I don't give up anymore.
But I didn't, because I had to teach a lesson. So
she had to teach a lesson. Very good. I did not want to go out there, but I was watching it. Like, I wanted to hear more thunder, actually. There's only like 2 times I heard the thunder. I kind of like lightning and thunderstorms. Well, guys, let's take a look. Woo! I'm going to click this. At our focus, experiences. This one's a fun one, so I hope you guys are ready. Dun dun, Jessica.
Experiences. In this focus activity, revision of present perfect, using present perfect questions, talking about experiences.
I said good as if you're a student. Sorry.
Can we just pause on this screen for a second? Because I want to talk about something. I forget that I usually do this in class. Can you see on the picture, there is what we call a railway track and a woman standing on the track. So we have an expression in English to be on track, which means that your direction in life is going in the right direction. You are on track for your goals, your targets, what you want to achieve, to be on track. Then we have the opposite expression, which would be to go off the rails. So we have a railway track, so to be on track or to go off the rails. Maybe if at some point in your life, things take a turn and you maybe don't do what you were supposed to do, and they say that you've gone off the rails, whatever that is. So to be on track or to go off the rails.
I also say to go off track.
You got off track.
Mm-hmm. To be on track, to go off track. Yeah.
Let's go off track. So these are some nice expressions that you can add to your
vocabulary
stuff.
Your stuff.
Sorry guys, it's like got to that time where it's been 6 hours of this.
Yeah. Yoshal said, hi, I love when I wake up and I have time to listen to music and relax a bit. Yeah,
nice.
I agree.
Hi everyone. I'm really happy when I drink my glass of wine on my balcony during the sunset. Oh, I'm jealous. I call it the golden hour. Yeah, in English we call it the golden hour too. Very beautiful. I'm very jealous. I wish I had a balcony.
Me too. I'm still a little bit bitter. I'm still upset, a little upset that I'm not allowed in the garden of our building. And we also don't have a balcony because we live on the ground floor. I would love to be able to go into the garden, walk around, or run in the garden. I can't. Mm-hmm. Makes me mad. Anyways, guys, we have a question for you. We're going to do a little review of some of our tenses. So we have an example. I've been to the US 5 times. I've never driven a Ferrari, but I'd like to one day. And I've sailed all over the world. So when we ask someone about their experiences, what is the question? How do we ask that? What's the question we use? Tell us in the comments. Are you raising your hand, Jess?
Yeah, but I'm joking.
I know.
I've been to the USA once.
I've been to London once.
I've never driven a Ferrari, and I'm not bothered about doing it. And I've also never sailed all over the world. However, that would be cool, but also exhausting.
Yeah.
And I watched a movie recently about some people that were sailing, and it all went terribly wrong.
It was a couple, wasn't it?
Yeah, the couple.
I've not seen it, but I've I think I've heard about it.
I think you should
I
watch it.
saw-
I quite enjoyed it, actually. I did quite enjoy it, but it was one of those ones that it's just a good time filler. You know, if one evening you're quite bored, I would just watch it.
And Naduni just joined us. Great. Yeah, Naduni, have you ever, then plus the past participle. So Yashal added been there, and Andrea gave us an example question. Have you ever been to the USA? Yeah. So we're going to use our present perfect. Ding, ding. Have
Well
you ever
done.
plus past participle. Great.
I think it's called
So-
Tides, the movie.
Tides?
Or Wave, or like High Tide. I don't know, I can't remember. But anyway, watch it.
I don't remember, but I think I've heard about it for sure. So we have another question then. If we ask a question like, have you ever been to the USA? And Jess says, yes, I have. What tense do I normally follow this with? If I want to ask more questions about her experience, I normally change. I change to a different tense. What tense is it? What tense do I change to? And why? I thought for a second the way you bit your mouth, it looked like you would put your mouth on glass, like when you. Like, what are you doing? Actually, I was practicing something. Did you see it?
Yeah, I felt it. Too.
Oh, I missed it.
I felt it.
I went too far. It went over the computer.
You know what I've realised, Kendra? It's going to be very strange when I see you in person for the first time, because it's like I see a 2D version of your face.
Yeah.
But then it's going to be like when you're actually in front of me again. I actually think my spatial awareness between people is going to be like completely weird when I get out.
I
Like,
can
I mean,
believe it because you're alone.
Huh?
I said, I can believe it because you're alone right now. Like, I'm not so worried because I have roommates. I'm around people every day. But I can believe it for you.
I've actually started really freaking out. Like I was lying in bed last night, and I don't know what happened, but the way my sheet was positioned, it flopped and it like touched my foot. And I literally jumped. I was like out of bed because I thought there was, I don't know, I just thought I'd been grabbed by something, by someone. And but it like freaked me out. But it was just my sheet touching me. And I was like,
Someone touch me.
I don't know people touching me, like, because I've been alone for so long. Anyway.
No, I think you'll be fine. Like when the guy came for the birds, you weren't like,
yeah, no.
No.
I was thinking, but at that point, I was too focused on my Italian to really think about anything else. And making a coffee.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, I see some answers coming in.
Okay.
Careful, guys. The past participle is not a tense. We use the past participle normally in present perfect. Present perfect is a tense.
Kendra, do you want to give an example? Do you want to ask me a question about my...
Okay, so for the last slide, have you ever been to the US?
I've been to the US once.
Okay. When did you go to the US?
I went when I was 16.
Okay. What did you do?
I walked around Times Square. And I also went shopping in American Apparel.
Okay. Which
Because
they went bankrupt. They don't exist now.
It went bankrupt, but at the time it was really big. And in England, it's really expensive, but in America, it's much cheaper because it's an American store. So we all went to American Apparel and like bought loads of clothes because we knew that they were more expensive in the UK.
Yeah. I mean, they were pretty expensive in the US too. My raincoat is from American Apparel when they were still open.
Yeah.
So Sandro added past participle because we were talking about experience that's never done. Not necessarily, Sandro. I can use present perfect for a life experience that I have done or that I haven't done. For example, here we have, I've been to the US 5 times. This was done. And I've sailed all over the world. This is done. This one, no.
So you can use it for affirmative and negative situations.
Mm-hmm. But
It's
Andrea
thinking
got
about
it.
your life experience. So it's not focusing on specifically when or what, but in general, like your whole life.
Yeah.
Good. Well done.
There we go. So I'm going to kind of explain this a little bit more. So some people said past simple for this question, and that is correct. So we will use present perfect to ask about the life experience, okay? Just in general, to ask about the experience. But then when we want specific details, we need to switch to past simple.
When did you go? What did you do? Where did you go?
Yeah. So to give specific details about that experience. So here we go.
And then we can remember our lovely quasi structure
Mm-hmm.
to help build these questions.
Exactly, Sandro. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, Andrea. So when we use the present perfect, we're not giving specific details. We're not giving you a time. It's just an experience in our lives. But then when we want to use those specific details, maybe where and when and why, then we need to switch to our past simple. So good, you guys. I heard my roommate in the other room say brava, but I don't think to me. So let's try and fill in the gap with our present perfect. Okay, pay attention to never. Okay, never. Go ahead. We'll wait for those answers in the comments. Fill in
Look
the
how
gap.
orange that man is.
He's very orange. That is not a real tan. Where is the, I know there's a ticker somewhere of fill in the blank. Where is it?
I thought you were going to say like a time.
We'll use this one. Fill in the blanks using present perfect. It covers it up though. Okay, so we'll do this. Ta-da. Okay, and we're getting some answers already. I've never. Careful, Andrea, not I never eaten. We need have. I've never eaten. I've never eaten. Good, guys.
Very good.
Because with present perfect, we need have plus past participle, or has if it's third person. I've never eaten. Great, you guys. Next, we have a question. Good, Marco. Awesome.
Yeah, pay attention to the second one. It's a question.
So dark in my room. Do I look that dark? Is it dark in my room? Or can you see me?
It's okay.
It's a bit dark. It's not terrible. Just have to get through 20 more minutes. It'll be
I'll
okay.
tell you what I'm really struggling with is
what?
Sitting.
Wait, do that again. Wait, turn the computer back like down because it looked like you were my body. And I remember.
Wait, Kendra, touch your face. Both hands. No, Kendra, go like this. Go like this.
Hold on. I need to like.
That's so cool.
I want to screenshot this, but I can't move my hands. We can do it later. I'll find it. Oh, that's too funny. I hope you guys all laughed at us at home.
Yeah, so what I was saying was, it's because I'm sitting so much. It's like my hips are getting so blocked. So I'm constantly like this. My hips anyway,
I'm having problems with my neck because I'm like sitting forward then with my head up. So my neck starts getting really sore. But here we have some answers. Have you ever flied? No, it's irregular. Not flown, but Ishal got it. Have you ever flown?
Excellent. Well done.
Here we go. Have you ever flown? Have you ever flown? Yashal laughed at us. Elena, good job. You got it. Yeah, Kiara, don't worry. Flown. Have you ever flown in a private airplane? Okay.
Have you ever flown in a private airplane?
Not private, but I've flown in a really tiny airplane that had like 6 seats for the passengers. And then I could literally watch the pilot. Like I was sitting behind the pilot.
What? Why? Where? When?
Because I was flying from like a city in California that's like it's a smaller city, and then flying to a bigger airport. So it was from El Centro, which is like Southern California, like right next to the border near Mexico, to San Diego.
Cool.
And so it was this like itty bitty plane. Like I watched them land the plane.
I also got on a very small airplane once, not that small, but it was back when Ryanair used to be called Aer Lingus. It's like long
Aer
time.
Lingus?
Yeah. Because it's like it used to be a very small. It's an Irish brand, but basically not as big as they are today. And we used to fly Aer Lingus from London to Ireland every year, and it was this tiny little plane with these little propellers. And every time I was a child, and I was convinced that we were never going to make it into the air. But it was like one time, me and my mum in Ireland, like we land in the countryside in the middle of nowhere. The airport is so small that we were late, but my mum, like we can see the airplane, and they were like, "Sorry, boarding is closed." My mum was like, "I can see the plane, like I can walk onto it." Anyway, they let us go because back then it wasn't so strict.
Okay.
Anyway,
I think it was freaky riding in a tiny plane. So like I get it. It's strange. Like you feel it so much more too. Like
you feel everything.
Yeah. And I was listening to you, but reading some things people were saying at the same time, because I see some answers for number 3. First, I see I've never went. Careful, we need the past participle, not past simple. And then Yashal said I've never gone. So this is my question. The past participle of go is gone, but also there's another one.
And what is the difference between gone and
this other one? Let's see if anyone else, no one else has said it. Here I see I've never gone, but we need something different. There you go, Yashal. Been. So for this one, we're going to say I've never been to London. So Jess, what is the difference between them?
Okay, so been means that I have been and returned. I go somewhere and I come back. Gone is not this. For example, if now I go to the toilet, hey look, and Kendra goes, "Where's Jess?" You can say, she's gone to the toilet because I have not come back yet.
She hasn't returned.
Oh my God, Jess has been to the toilet, but now she's back.
Now she's back. Exactly. So gone one way, but been completed trip. I always draw this little picture with an arrow. Dun, dun.
I always leave the classroom and go to the toilet.
No, I can do it. Let's see. I have my paper here.
There you go. You've got Jess being a theatrical dramatic teacher and Kendra bringing out the drawing ability. What more could you ask for learning a language?
You ready for this? This is the picture I always draw.
Oh, goodness, my face just got very close.
Yeah. So gone is one way, but been, we go and we return. So completed trip. Dun, dun. I like drawing pictures. Exactly. But my sister
You're welcome.
Let's see. I never understood it. Well, now you do. What was it? What did we say? But my sister, I see lived. Let's see if it's past simple. I think it's has lived because we're using present perfect. She has lived there before. We don't know when.
Kendra, let go of your microphone.
What was I doing? Okay, it must have been my necklace. I was doing something with my necklace. Okay, so I've never been to London, but my sister has lived there before. We're talking about just an experience. Then we're giving more details in the second sentence. She lived in Notting Hill for 6 months in 2008. We're giving those specific details which are finished, and that's why we switched. But for the first sentence, she has lived there before. We're not telling you when. It's only an experience. And then what? Do we have questions for number 4? Or answers? Excuse me. Have you done? I have done. Okay. There. I've done. Yeah.
Be
Not
careful.
have you done.
Have you done? Because it isn't a question. There's no question mark.
So I have done. Good. Good. There's some more answers. I have been, but my sister's never been. And the last one, guys, what do you think? Never read and then write for the second one. Yes, Andrea, but don't forget have. I have done. I've done. And I'll put this in the chat too. Present perfect is subject plus has or have, depending on our subject, plus past participle.
Kendra, have
Yeah.
you ever read the Divine Comedy?
Nope. And I live in Italy.
I can't believe.
You've read it?
Yeah, I did. I read it the year just gone.
Oh, wow.
Year.
Good for you. No, I've never read it.
But I only read it because my ex-boyfriend was like Italian literature and always it got into a conversation once and I felt so ignorant that I didn't know. So I went and did loads of research on it and read it. I've
learned a lot about it, but I've never read it.
And then oh my God, it was so funny because then every conversation we had for like a week afterwards, I tried to reference everything to the Divine Comedy.
I read it.
To make sure now.
No, I probably should.
We still at school we would have we studied Shakespeare. Here we study Dante. You know, it's like different places you study different literatures.
It's true. Yeah, you're right. No, I only know an idea of what it talks about because of studying art history. And so obviously when you study Renaissance art, Italian art, you start to see a lot of imagery from Dante's Inferno or Divine Comedy. You start seeing these images. Let's see. I've never read. We need subject. And careful, guys, for the past participle, Elena got it. It's spelled the same as read, but it's pronounced read.
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Yeah, unfortunately. English.
But be careful as well. Remember, it's you've, not I. We're talking to someone. You.
I didn't notice that either.
You.
I can't believe you have never read the Divine Comedy. I read it when I was at university. There we go. I've also written, not wrote. That's past simple. Written, past participle. Also written poetry. So guys, I want to get to our last activity because it's the most fun.
Yeah.
And don't forget here, I put the structure, present perfect. Subject, has, have, and the past participle. He's also
so third person here, Sandro. So he has also written. He's
also written. he has also written. We'll use the present perfect, Sandro, because he's not saying when. He's not giving you a specific time. So then it has to be an experience, some time in his life. We don't know when. Okay, good, you guys. So here we go. We're going to do a fun game. And don't forget this, present perfect. Okay. I'm going to change the information here. But me and Jess have some things that we have done. We have a list of 2 truths and a lie, things we have done, things we haven't done. And you guys need to ask us questions in the comments using past simple to figure out, to understand which is our lie, which one's not true.
Which one's not true? So what tense are you going to use to find out more details, more information? You're going to use, oh, you all just said present simple. You're so correct. Well done, everyone.
So we'll put this, I'll put the structure of present perfect. Oh, they're not using this. Never mind. That's for us. Use past simple, as Jess said, to ask us some questions. Jess, what are your 3?
Okay.
And I'll put this up here.
Okay, so I'm going to say 3 things. One of them is a lie. I've been in a car accident. I have one thumb. This is a thumb. I have one thumb that is shorter than the other thumb. And number 3, I've smashed 3 glasses during this quarantine. So,
Put this up. Here, Jess is 3. So guys, you need to ask Jess in the comments, write questions using past simple about her 3 experiences to discover which is her lie. What's her lie? I already know, so I'm not going to be asking questions. I have one thumb that is shorter than the other. Careful, someone might ask you, well, show us your thumbs. But that's not past simple. Wait, I have one thumb that is shorter than the other. Is not present perfect, Jess.
oh yeah, that's true.
Okay, Jess needs to change number 2.
Oh, okay. How can I turn that into present perfect?
Well, why is it shorter? I've cut my thumb so that it's shorter than the other.
Okay, I've had an accident. So one thumb is shorter than the other.
Let's say this. I've had an accident and now one thumb is shorter than the other. Here we go. There we go, guys.
That's so true. One thumb is shorter than the other.
Hey, Soleil.
Hello.
Nice to see you. I'm here, but I'm eating, so I'm not working. Okay. Yashal's question, Jess. When did you have the car accident?
I had the car accident around this time last year.
Okay. Last year.
So I asked, what type of glasses? Like normal glasses, like drinking glasses.
Yeah. Drinking
Yeah,
glasses.
like those.
Yeah. She's not so sure about that one.
About the glasses.
Okay, guys, ask some more questions. We have about 5 more minutes. I think we'll only have time for Jess's, which is better because I'm sure Soleil and Sandro might know my answers because I play this at school a lot.
Yeah. It's really hard thinking of new lies every time. I'm like, ah.
Yeah. I think I've used like the same one so many times that it's really hard to think of new ones.
Do you want to give an example of a question, Kendra, that you would ask me to find out?
What happened in the accident with your thumb?
Do you know this? Have I ever told you? Oh wait,
I don't
no, it's a lie.
Or is it? Dun dun.
Okay, no, what happened? I was a child. I was about 7 or 8, maybe 9 or 10. I don't know.
7, 8, 9, 10.
One of those ages.
Sole, these glasses.
Not these. Not these. Drinking glasses.
Drinking glasses for like water.
Or
wine, if it's Jess.
I had my thumb and I slammed the car door on my thumb, and the car door locked with my thumb still inside.
And so now how did that make it shorter?
I don't know.
I don't know.
It's not growing. It literally stopped growing.
Okay. All right. How many cars were in the car accident?
One car.
One car. So you and the other car?
No, just one car and me.
Oh. Ooh. Okay. Sole thinks the car accident is fake news.
Which car? The car accident's fake news.
Yeah, so then what happened with the car?
I was on my bicycle, and on a bicycle lane, I might add.
Better you've been hit by a car, not that you've been in a car accident.
It's still a car accident.
I always think a car accident of two cars
colliding.
Yeah.
But I've actually had, well then, because there was another car accident I'd been in, but it was involving one car.
Okay. Did it just crash into, I don't know, a pole or?
Yeah, kind of. My mom was driving off the motorway, like speeding down the slope. And then she went, the lights were green at the bottom, so just carried on, but at the motorway speed because the lights didn't change. So she just kind of kept going and went round onto the roundabout and back out onto another main road. But she lost control of the car going around. And so the car went spinning, 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 spinning down onto the motorway, where we were then horizontal with the traffic coming towards us. It was so scary.
Oh my goodness.
That is a one car accident.
One car accident. I think, Sole, I have to disagree. I think the car accident is true. So I don't know. What do you guys think? We have 2 more minutes. Either get in your questions or get in your guesses for which one you think is false. Yashal thinks the third is false. Okay. But we didn't even ask any questions, Yashal. How do you know? Ask her a question. Past simple question to figure out why is it false. I'm a bad chooser. I'm a bad picker. Yeah. I mean, don't worry, Sole. It's your opinion. I don't think it. I think it's true. That's my opinion. Actually, I know the answer, but based on her response, I think the first one's true. She gave a lot of details. It was pretty detailed. But can you show us the kind of, I have asked if she cut herself. Where? Did I miss that?
Oh, I missed that. I didn't see that.
Oh, I only saw when did you have the car accident, Yashal? Not if she cut herself.
Well, did I cut myself when?
Yeah.
When I smashed the glasses.
Oh, Sandro lost the thread. He doesn't know what's happening.
Oh.
How did you break your glasses? We need to use the quasi structure. How did you break your glasses, Jess?
I actually don't quite remember the details of all of them, but dropping them, knocking them to knock, boom, off the table. I I was stupidly balancing my phone one time on like the side of the dish drainer so I could speak to my friends, and then knocked a glass off that way.
Okay, we're at 8:50, Jess, so you need to tell us your answers. Which
Okay.
one's false?
The lie is the third one. I have not smashed 3 glasses. I've actually smashed 4.
It was a trick.
It was a trick. It was still a lie.
In a way, you have smashed 3.
True.
You've also smashed 4.
Me out on all of this.
Anyways, guys, it's 8:51. We went over by a minute. So have a great evening. I'm sure we'll see you soon. And yeah, we'll see you later. Have a good evening.
Bye, everyone.
Bye, guys. Nice to see you all. Oh, well, Sole.